welcome to another episode of the Nazi Podcast. I'm your host, David Rivera, and here for another episode of Rapid Fire News. I got a couple of topics that I want to get into. And starting with this weekend, we have Wrestlepalooza, and that's starting off with the WWE and ESPN partnership and bringing main roster PLE's premium live events to ESPN. And I do have mixed reactions on that since I was able to bring that to my attention. Having it be a little bit of all over the place is a little bit too much. Since we have now Raw on Netflix, we have NXT on Peacock, and now WWE main roster premium live events now on ESPN. I think that's just a little bit too much in my own personal opinion, but at the same time, looking forward to Wrestlepalooza, which is going to be this weekend. So we'll see what happens with that. And then we get into with Wrestlemania 43 looking to be in Saudi Arabia. I'm not too sure how I feel about that since it's basically controversial, and I don't think it's going to be doing far too well. I'm curious to see who they'll be getting on the actual Wrestlemania card. So that should be interesting to see where things go for there. And then we get into the last thing where we have Andrade actually being released and everything. There hasn't really been far too much on as to why. We just seen him come back in 2024, and he was able to do a singles one and be with Ray Phoenix for a little while. And then we didn't really see far too much from him after that. So it sucks to see that happen. Hopefully, maybe he will come back later on after a while. But we'll see where he goes from here and see what happens with that. So that does it for another episode of Rapid Fire News. What are your thoughts on WWE and ESPN maybe bringing premium live events to ESPN and WWE being a little bit of everywhere? Do you think it should be all in one place, or having it be a little bit everywhere and having it be seen differently in different places? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? And what are your thoughts on Andrade being released? What do you see him coming out of this from here, and to see where he goes next? And we'll see what happens with everything else. That about does it for this episode. Leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Stay up to date for more episodes of In the Hot Seat Podcast and Rapid Fire News for that matter. And I appreciate all the love and support. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Whatever the hell the next video may be.